Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world.
All right, we're starting, and Isaac is stuck in his room for forever, just like me, Haha, I do that. Good morning. I'm gonna slurp coffee really loudly into the microphone. Yeah, I bet I got somebody. So last time, we put in all of our hard effort to get this single one beautiful Eden token. And today we capitalize. This better be the coolest Eden ever. His stats are pretty cool. You cannot deny the Eden be statted up. My Eden got cool stats like fire rate and damage, and those are the only ones that matter. Actually, we got there's a phenomenon with Eden, okay, where the way that the randomization works is different. Like it's not the way that you would expect for the stats. Like for your spacebar item and your passive items are completely raw random, then your stats are all supposedly balanced. But what the game doesn't really get, or maybe it's on purpose, but red health is considered a bad thing to get as Eden. As not in my personal opinions, but as far as the balancing of Eden goes. Red health is a very low tier thing. So if you get red health, chances are your other stats are going to be great. And if you get the really rare, lucky, you can hear my air quotes, lucky roll of 3 blue hearts on your Eden, then you're almost destined to have really bad stats. And then because you have bad stats and no way to regen your health on the early floors, you're just like, dog, no. So Eden really, really feels, and is probably designed in a way to be that you win, you either win really big or you lose really hard, which is fun. It's fun. I mean, gotta admit, this run feels completely whatever. I'm just saying it right now, if my coupon gets me a Diplo in my first shop, then I'm taking that over the coupon. I don't really care. I did coupon really recently on stream, so it's not an item that I am very attached to in any way. Also, shout out the funny Monstro mod for making the little Monstro also funny looking. The way that the way that they look into the camera is just, there's something beautiful there. It's a banger mod. Oh my gosh, it's Teto. Hi Teto. Also, I didn't do it on purpose, but my donation machine was at 69, and I love the 69 donation machine right next to Teto making a crazy face. I just tried to look at my map. I'll admit it. I'll be brave. I'll stand proud. If I was a better JoJo fan, I would start trying to sing Stand Proud. But I don't think I know how it goes at all. I'm hardly a Part 3 fan. I think that it's kind of lame in comparison to the rest of it. I honestly... I know Sonochino Sadame like way better than any of the part 3 openings. Well, I played really risky just to use my little Monstro good, which is a play. Little Monstro is indeed most of my DPS. You have to be scared anyway, because Baby Plum Cannon will kill you. But goodbye. I like the mod conflict there between all of the things that I have going on. More damage. This run is ridiculous. Why do I have 6 keys? Where did my 6 keys come from? Did I just get good drops? I keep on trying to look at my map. Yeah, we go. In the business, we call this move off we trot. It's to keep things secure and down low. I don't know why, but every bone in my middle finger wanted to hold the S key upon spawning there. I saw that curse room and I was just like, I want in. I probably should have left that hard on the floor. I'm such a min-maxer. Okay. Shout out past me for not walking into the curse room, despite even Pastor me really wanting to. Why was that shot so slow? I don't feel like shots should ever be that slow on hard mode. I mean, we're playing big difficulty hours. I really like this shopkeeper. They're clearly from something. I have no clue what they're from, but I'm a big fan. It's probably some anime. There's a lot of anime ones. Whoa. Dude, I'm crazy with it. Yeah, I'm actually insane. The best part of these Isaac videos, for sure, I mean, most of the reason that I like playing Eden anyway, is in the early floors, when you get a room that's just above your pay grade to a degree that you really shouldn't be able to deal with, and yet we do it anyway. It's manufactured. I'm creating a feeling that Isaac is supposed to create itself, but because I've played Isaac a million hours, the game doesn't incite me like that. Oh, the trite. I love you, Suicide Trite. Never change. But I just, the glory of this game has always been held inside of the silly little panic moments where you're not sure what to do, but the goal is still to play good. It's just something that Isaac does so well, is the feeling of panicking into success. I really don't want those guys to hit me. Thank you, Little Monstro. Genuinely an amazing item. It's eye in the back of your head. I don't really care about that. They nerfed the crap out of that item when they fixed the tech tube glitch. Like, genuinely. All bits aside. Okay, yeah, just stand there and spawn spiders for forever. Biatch. I mean, to be fair, I'm completely over-leveled for this world. Lordy. Did I go Devil Deals last floor? Or last run? Last stream? It's been like a week. I think I did, because I was playing Tainted Lost. And I think that last run I also had the coupon. So let's get something free. How do I not take Death's Touch, though? I was really hoping that that I would get Death's Touch for free. We do have a battery beggar. I could. No, I'm not. I think that I'm just gonna take the Devil Deal here. I usually try to be fair, but I mean, come on, guys. It's a floor 2 Death's Touch. It's a floor 2 Death's Touch. Tell me you ever been on floor 2 with 7.6 damage and piercing without an R key. This is a triumph. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us. Because of the ones who are dead. Or, what? I messed up the words. I was trying to reference Portal. I can't even... I have to play Isaac, so I don't even... I think it's gone from my head. I'm unaware of which part I messed up, but still... I'm convinced to myself that I messed up the words. And, yeah, this is a very rare time where we actually see Too Spooky on stream. I genuinely hate the item, but it was given to me for free, so, like, Whatever, I guess. Yeah, no way I didn't get hit by either of those. No way. I'm cheating. I mean, you can tell that I don't have the rules turned on, but I'm cheating. I don't want to alarm anybody, but I'm I'm cheating so much right now. Whether it's on purpose or an accident, that must be what's going on. Okay, something good. It's something whatever. Hi, Rainmaker. Sadly, I shouldn't death card Rainmaker as much as I want to. I have to think to myself, Curb, you can fight a single boss by yourself. And I have to believe it. It's just, the only reason is because if my next boss is Min Min or the other one, which is, yeah, that one, Beelzebub, I want to at least hit more, I want to hit more than one creature with it. That's all I desire. All I want in this world is a death card that does damage to more than one critter. That's what we in the business call value. I walked into a spider because I was laughing to myself. And you know what happens when you laugh? Your vision decreases. You're not allowed to be happy and aware of the world at the same time. It's my curse as an Isaac player. Alright. Canadian Dime. Left is Beaver. Right is... I don't know who this is. Are you a queen? Elizabeth II. And then I get to ban somebody after I flip the coin. Okay. We got Elizabeth II. Like, epic ban moment. Dog. Never trusting a queen again. Never. I mean, okay, I mean, to be fair, Lazrags isn't that bad in a universe where I own every single unlock. The thing is, it just doesn't matter. It's not interesting. It's not fun. The most it's gonna do is, like, give me a free devil deal or something. Like, it's hard to even consider it. Let's go. Like, yeah, I'm trying to think of more, like, interesting uses for Lazrags at all. I'm coming up dry. It's all coming up Millhouse. The Millhouse is not good. Our secret room is totally here. It just has to be, yeah. Sometimes fate tells me where they are. And sometimes I think fate tells me where they are, and fate is actually telling me to check on my car's extended warranty. Yes! Poggers! Okay. This will turn into a few cents. Let's go. Some money. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. Battery, and then we get to go into the boss room. I bet everybody in the universe is so happy that I have the teleport mod, because instead of walking in between rooms constantly for one tiny benefit, I get to just go like, alright, I'm making this decision that's some min-max, and then we move on immediately. That's pretty lucky. Anything other than health. That's, you know, I don't really like speed either. Oh, that was really close to horfing myself. I'm gonna whore. What a terrible, what a terrible, terrible item to be given there. Thank you, devil. You stink. Then I'm fine getting rid of soul hearts because our next floor is gonna be caves, so super duper easy. Thinking about that one time on a VOD, it was a while ago. It must have been like in the teens, where I forgot what the caves were called. I forget exactly what I called them instead, but it's an insane thing. It truly is. To have over 1,000 hours in Isaac and be like, what's the third level? What do you call the thing that I've done on every single run of this game? It's like, yeah, Grandpa, go back to your freaking bingo. Why am I so sorry. it's the red filter looks different on an Isaac or in Eden, I guess, than it looks on the Lost, and we're currently a mishmash of the Lost and Eden, so my red tint is looking at me differently, and so I got confused. I thought I was like experiencing lusty blood or something, which would have obviously been impossible, which is why I was confused. I love when my mirror floor does nothing ever. Let's go. This is the only non-champion boss that we've seen on this floor. It's just easy mode for sure. Yeah, our mirror is in the bottom. I don't know why the little teleport minimap doesn't have the mirror icon, because it should. Oh my gosh, chat, why am I so red? I've never been red before in this game. I did that thing where you're excited for your drink, and then... Sorry, being stared at by What's-His-Nuts from Pop Team Epic, it just scared me. It made me lose my train of thought. I did the thing where you're overexcited for a drink that is in a hard container, and instead of aiming properly, you hit one of your teeths with the container, and then you experience pain instead of yummy drink. That was what my life was for a moment. Also, can we just appreciate the glory that is sacrifice room, boss trap room, arcade with a bed in it? Like, that's just mwah, chef's kiss. Like, y'all make my job so easy. Literally all I have to do is kill the boss without taking 2 hits, and I have a crazy damage build, so then I'm gonna be allowed to min-max for years for all I want. Really? Huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about by sometimes the world screams secret room at me, and there's nothing. I like gambling. We already spent a bomb. Yo, it was worth. I was really, really worried that it was gonna, as they say, not be worth. Be less than optimal. This is one of those moments where I don't like too spooky. It's making the flies act in ways that I'm not used to. One day. Actually, we totally can play that because, ooh, you know, I'll take a 5-cent Fruity Plum. Dude, I got it. Hell yeah, I'll take a 5-cent starter deck? Oh. Fruity Plum is cool. Does the other Matman have any, like, catchphrases? Another Matman catchphrases. 80 best Batman quotes. I'm Batman. What? It was autocorrect. Oh, it's getting AI generated? No, there doesn't seem to be a single readily available list of catchphrases for another Matman. No, I can't say anything funny when I see him. I guess that means his catchphrase is I'm Batman now. Oh, that's an inside joke that nobody's gonna get ever. Oh, I don't have time for you. I'm picking it up. It's not getting used. I'm sorry if anybody saw Nod Leaf and was like, oh my gosh, I get to watch the streamer do nothing for 5 hours. No. I have 1 hour. I have 1 hour left, and this run has to reach some sort of conclusion in that time. And Nod Leaf simply isn't made for that when I'm already existing in a build that, quite honestly, I'm swimming in damage. Like, I have more DPS than I need. You know how in the first floor I was sitting there hitting every single thing with my little Monstro and, like, caring about every little shot that I got out? Like, that's not the case anymore. We don't need to do that. Since I have another Matman here to help me, quite honestly, it is a valid strategy to just... What? 2 of them! 2 of them! 2 of them! Oh, but that's a question! That posits a question, guys! Wait, so we've Here, let me lay it out. Let me lay it out. Let me lay it out. We're already 5 cents deep in the hole on this. If we put another 5 cents in, then we cure that. What's it called when you're invested in something? I genuinely don't remember the fancy term for it. But like when you're too deep in a project and you know that you can't quit. I get that after one sometimes, and I'm feeling about it here. We could either gamble for the 10-cent one or try to get 2 other cents and pay 7 cents for it. And there's something in me that's like, ooh, the 5-cent gamble. So I mean nah. Okay, that's sad. That's funny though. I mean, gambling is cooler when you care about it. That's for sure. I love this game so much. I don't know how anybody ever thinks that Isaac isn't just like one of the most fun video games. I know that I'm just like in my own head and gambling a lot. I forgot that starter deck. I wanted the big pill, quite honestly. I did. Anyway, let's go get another starter deck. I wanted to laugh again. It's still, I'm happy about the way that went. It wasn't best case scenario that there ever was, but like that was entertaining. That was fun. I cared about it a lot. I think that maybe it's just because I grew up watching Northernlion play, but there's just something fun about doing things in Isaac, not because they're good or gonna lead to a victory in any way, but doing them because they're funny. There's so many times where you're watching like an old Northernlion clip, and he sees an item. You can hear the recognition in his voice. He like walks into the item room. You hear the little jingle, and he goes, "Oh." And I feel like that is an amazing part of. Thank you, Curse of the Maze. I didn't know that we had that, but that's an amazing part of watching old Northernlion. I feel. It's so fun because he always picks it up. He is struck with the realization of what he's dealing with, and then he goes, "Yeah, let's do it." And I hope to mimic that to an intense degree in my life. I want all of my Isaac runs to make people question my sanity. I want you to stare at my Isaac runs and be like, "What? Huh?" Also, that Bob's Brain was clutch. It wasn't needed, but it was clutch. Yeah, I think this feels like a correct decision to make. I do, just for all of the shot speed haters out there, I want to admit that I feel a ton of hate towards the fact that my shot speed is the way it is. But sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. And that's because I like all of the things that I've gotten. Sometimes I feel like in runs, I'll sit there and be like, I'm not taking the Cat of Nine Tails because it's a shot speed up. I feel like I'm in a pretty benevolent mood right now. Okay, man, sure. I love the accidental Bob's Brain success, because I don't pay attention to Lil Delirium at all. Lil Delirium isn't worth my brain power. Lil Delirium can do what they want, and if it benefits me, then cool. So having it turn out that it just turns into Bob's Brain and then just slays bosses, it's so funny. It makes me happy. It's what we call in the business a good feeling. I know a lot of us might be not used to that, but it's a case. Also, did you... Lil Delirium's pulling out some crazy plays. Lil Delirium was Meat Boy, so he was standing on top of, what's his nuts, Bighorn, and then Lil Deli turned into Lil Hushy, who got the upgrade to fucking garbage. Little Hushy got the upgrade to shoot bullets around them, and so because they were positioned perfectly, that would have been funny if I got hit. Because they were positioned perfectly already because of previously being Meat Boy, the Little Hushy got like the final blow off on Bighorn, even though that's basically an impossibility sometimes. Little Hushy is known for not doing much. Even with the buff, I feel like they're better against enemies than they ever will be on bosses. But they're still useful now. They have a use, which is very poggers. This is one of those moments where I'm considering using my Lazrags, but I don't. That's a good way to share your opinion of Lazrags. There's not any true feelings, just a lot of. Also the double. Oh, shit, I'm trying to abuse my double little monstro. Ooh. Not that death really would have been a bad thing to happen there, but I wasn't paying attention to Hatsune Miku's patterns because I was too busy trying to use my monstros good. Oh, sip opportunity. Because for some reason they decided to make that cutscene unskippable, which I cannot say I understand the reason why. Is there any reason at all for me to take the lockpick? I can't think of one. I mean, I guess theoretically, if we were to see another key bum, but that's gambling, and we all know how I feel about gambling. It's a terrible, terrible thing that you should never ever do. Thank you for my second starter deck. I needed it, and it was important. Also, we get more stuff to do on this floor. I found more things to do. Playing with a full save file is honestly so fun. I love all of the tainted cards and the soul runes. They're so fun. And the fact that we've actually gotten Death Certificate on stream, I mean, to be fair, Death Certificate is kind of lame. I think all things considered, Death Certificate is like, when you see it. Because it's just, I don't know. Your choices always feel extremely limited. You never get Death Certificate and it's like, ooh, I get to choose whatever the heck I want. It's like, okay, I'm not taking any of the items that I currently own. Then I want to make something that is like rare or hard to find and will like affect my run in a really interesting way. It's so much easier to just like get a secret room item that affects your run positively right then and there. But it's still hype. It's hype because you get to choose. And one of these days I'm gonna walk into my Death Certificate and I'm just gonna take Flatstone, and everybody's gonna have to deal with that fact. It's gonna be a thing. The Moo. I don't have that mod, but I like hearing the altered voice lines. I have the balls mod, but I think that one of my other mods conflicts with it some way, because only the voice line, the Matthias voice line changes, and it doesn't like change visually the text of the balls. So you use your classic balls are steel, and then the narrator just goes balls. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Obviously, I always hope for more, but that's not bad at all. Have I seen this room before? I probably have. This feels like a rare one, though. Which is weird, because usually the rare room types are the ones that have, like, limited numbers of entrances. So having because that room has 4 valid entrances, it's staring at it, you're like, I feel like this should be able to spawn anywhere. Oh, Dog Lingerbean? Dog Lingerbean? Dog Lingerbean? I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm evil and mean. Wah. not picking you up. It's just shrimply not happening. Do you like hearing me realize that I'm saying simply instead of shrimply, and so I catch myself on the spot to say it incorrectly? It's like, oh, no, 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 we can't be having that. Oh, and we're cursed with Gideon. I mean, could be tough twins. I doubt it. I severely doubt it. It's not so complicated. It's a 50-50, but I doubt it. I feel like usually when the game has the decision between being mean or nice, it's probably the safer option to assume that it's gonna be mean. Not in like a pessimistic way. I mean, it definitely sounds pessimistic saying it like that, but it's not really what I meant. This is totally worth it. I'm not gonna pick up the soul hearts right now though. That's a lot of soul hearts. Alright. Let us get our tears up. And my mouse is on screen. The teleport mod stops working when your mouse is on screen. And by stops working, I mean it works with mouse controls. So this, when there's no cursor, is me moving my mouse on the screen to like click. And me clicking teleports me, which is insane, and I don't like it. It's so much cooler to hold tab and then pilot your little cursor and then let go. But that's... who plays Isaac with the mouse anyway? Time for a completely useless fight. Hi, tough... I never know what to call this guy. He shows up quite often, but he's very distinctly not a twin. Like, you cannot call that creature twin. You might be able to call it bestie or queen, but you cannot call it twin. I don't know. I have nothing to say about that boss fight. I was falling asleep. Mentally, I was thinking about cupcakes. No, I was thinking about a meme that I saw. Soul of Lazarus means nothing to me. I already did the bit where you care about Soul of Lazarus way too much. And it actually got me kind of some views on YouTube. I don't always try to like get a proper thumbnail for the YouTube VODs because they're mostly just there so that like I can go back and look at them. But the one that I did where I had like 3 Soul of Lazarus, I took a screenie of that and then made it the thumbnail, and then that was like one of my best Isaac VODs on YouTube of all time. It was probably like top 5, maybe top 10, which is fun. Also, this fella murdered me beforehand because I didn't know the way that the brimstone attack worked. My bad for thinking that the brimstone would just be a brim. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again, sir. Please forgive me. It's evil that you can just do that whenever. It's like, calm down, Satan. I'm not fighting Satan yet. That's literally that should be a move held back for Satan. Also, my death reverse card is being used here. That is what's happening. Shrimply the Fox. Shrimply the Fox. I saw a Tumblr post that I mean, of course every post is capable of being fake, but I kind of hope that it's real, where it was a teacher who was like, oh, we have some extra time, let me play a cool little video from my past for y'all. And they put on What Does the Fox Say? And they just get like ridiculed by their students for being a furry. And I think that that's really, really funny. Just because, like, I don't know, I guess if you were a kid when What Does the Fox Say was happening, you wouldn't have any concept of it. But like, the video isn't about anything. Like, it's just a guy making funny noises. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's brave of me to call the noises he makes funny. But I think the point stands that the video is harmless. Like, it just sounds like all the kids were mean, which it does happen. That's a possibility. I want the knife piece just cause. I know it's boring. I know nobody likes watching me walk for a while, but it has to be done because I like seeing the funny little knife go shoo. And I guess while I'm thinking about it, I played Kletka yesterday, and that VOD also did insane. Like insane. Like usually I noticed that videos, like, they get some views on like day of, and then they mostly get views a little bit afterwards. And Kletka, I woke up to it having 60 today, which is crazy. That's just, it's unprecedented. YouTube does a little thing on the creator's side to be like, oh, this video that you posted most recently is performing like this well compared to your other ones. And it does like the top 10 of your last videos based on like their performance. And that one is just immediately top 1, and I don't know if it will stop being top 1 for until I post 10 more VODs. That feels like one of the ones that's just gonna stay there. I think it's just because I played the game before. Oh, really, I played the game before anybody cared, and like right at a new patch too. Because if you try to look up content of other people playing Kletka, there's simply no footage of bosses other than the what's its nuts. The heart, which we didn't even fight yesterday. Like, our final boss yesterday was that was a really hard mom chase. I don't know if I've ever gotten that big room before. But yeah, they added in between bosses and a new final boss like a month ago to Kletka. And I think that I'm just the first streamer who like got success in a run enough for that to happen. I think. Or at least one of the first, because I made the thumbnail just like something that is proof of a boss, but not like showing them on camera, which is evil. That's not something that you should do as a content creator. That's talk about evil. Talk about evil. I thought I was safe from those ones. But Kletka's fun. I wish that I was one of those streamers who had a bunch of friends and time for a bunch of friends to play friend slop like that all the time. Because I totally would. I can only stream at 2 a.m. and all my friends wake up at like noon, which is the pain of it. Also, classic XL floor nonsense. You walk 2 friggin' rooms. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so burpy. It's evil. I got corrupted. Bob's brain again. Oh, Bob's brain missed because the heart was intangible, and then Bob's brain despawned. I deserved that hit. I truly did. In every universe. In every universe. I think the sign of somebody who plays too much Isaac is when they can dodge the Visage attacks. You can walk into the Visage fight with a relatively mid build and hitless it. I think that is a sign that you play too much Isaac, that you might be a redneck. I have no clue who that guy is, nor have I ever seen anything that he's done. People make fun of the you might be a redneck bit so very often that it's part of my brain. It has etched a hole into my mind, which is probably due to Game Grumps, if I had to guess. I don't. Game Grumps talk about famous people a lot, which is. I will never have the same audience that Game Grumps does, because I don't know things. They're like. They were people that lived the whole ass lives before I was born, and like talk about interesting life stuff and like famous people and like movies. And I spent my life watching YouTubers and playing video games. So there's a little bit of a disconnect there. That's kind of... I wonder if I just didn't do it right, or if the eyeball trap there is unable to kill that purple Globin. Or I guess that one was a black Globin. But the purple, it's a reskin. I guess that's... Some people would get mad at me for saying that in real life, but... What even hit Dark Bomb? I did not see a projectile hit that, bro. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, yeah. I have more range than you. You're nothing. This is one of those moments where I think about the range stat. Nobody ever thinks about the range stat. It's because there's no reason to care about the range stat unless it's actively killing you. And there's tons of stuff in the game. 2 judgment cards. Okay. That's kind of one that we want. And that's... we'll probably have leftover money from the shop. We're currently couponing it up. So I struggle to believe that our one shop will be able to take all of my money. And speak of the devil, would you look at that? An Emperor card right now. What boss would that make me fight? Would that be, I mean, there's no way that makes me fight It Lives, right? If it makes me fight It Lives, then there's no point in doing it. But also, like, It Lives and all of the bosses after it don't spawn items. So if it's any of those, there's no point in doing it. But then there's even less point in waiting ever, because if you wait, then you're just gonna guarantee what is currently a maybe. That's strange. That's weird. You make me feel a lot of emotions, Emperor question mark. You... Ah! Yeah! I love gambling. 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 Wow! Wowie! I should stop. I need to calm down. I'd take my hands off the trigger. Get something else in my hands. Get it off me. Get it off me. Get that dang thing off me. Man, literally all I've done this run is just gamble in stupid ways and then laugh. Okay, please, secret room. Okay. The thing is, the secret room is not a maybe. The secret room is a win. Or I spend 20 bombs and then I get really sad. There's not really any obvious spots. I mean, of course there's a million spots that the super secret could be, but I don't know. None of my senses are tingling. None of my epic gamer senses. Maybe I just have to clear more. Sometimes you are just trying to look for a secret room that you have zero information on at all. But I'm hyped. I'm running off the glory of that silly gamble, and I want my friggin' secret room. I want it. I want the thing that is kept most secret from me. I desire it, perhaps some would say, above all else. Okay, man. This is a thing. Okay, I tried to like test those eye blocks before. And be like, I wonder if the left one or the right one wins. And in all of my tests, the left one won. It's weird that it would lose all of a sudden. I mean, it was in a different room, so I guess that could be a lot of it. Dog. I want my secret room, please. Please. It's gonna be tragic. Like, actually tragic if I don't find this darn thing. Please. I'm running out of time. Ugh. I'm stressing. I have a million gift boxes to use. And I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to use them. Doing that room with raw manpower is fun. This room scares me though. Luckily it was very, very easy. Okay. Please. Secret room. Yay! Alright. Now we start the gift boxing. We still haven't found either of our item rooms, by the way. Which is probably something to mention. I thought I had an AWAS somewhere. Are you a... No. Are you a... No. Huh. Why did I think that I had an AWAS? I'm curious about that. There's also so much to do on this floor. I still need to use my Emperor. I'm still thinking on it, you know? There could be a cooler moment for it. Let's friggin' go. This is probably where my Yera is happening, unless this buddy is, like, shockingly bad. Sometimes you do just give them one coin. Because the key beggars and the bomb beggars, I think, are the ones that don't have, like, a minimum requirement to pay out with an item. So sometimes you just walk up and you're like, please, give me a lot of very good things in my life. And then you get kind of nothing. We have no need for Dad's Key because we already fought the angels, and that was relatively whatever. But we did it, is the thing. That's the point. Is I'm having fun playing a video game I like. Also, there were a couple moon cards in there, so seems a valid strategy to me. Yes, I just did that because I wanted more money. No, I do not have a specific reason for wanting more money. I guess, our shop's not even over yet. Like, we have a lot happening here. Alright. Bam. That's... I feel close to nothing about you. Then we get... Bam. I like that one a lot, but it's not really what we're looking for. And we get... Bam. That one's terrible, garbage, no good, very bad. I never want it ever. Greed's Gullet is one of those ones where you re-roll into it and you're mad. You're unhappy about the way that things played out. You're pissed, you're baby raging. You're shitting yourself, maybe. 1-up. I already have that. Sorry, 1-up enjoyers. Lazrags entered the chat. Wavy Cap, don't care. Whoa. Really what we're hoping for is a death cert or something that can reroll. That would be the cool thing to happen. Not guaranteed. But already we are experiencing a treat. This many gift boxes is lucky. Strawman! You know, I could give Strawman the Greed's Gullet to get rid of it for forever. I don't know if it would actually, like, do the thing on him, because I don't know if it would count my money as his money, but that's a thing. It's a possibility. Give me something epic. That is, you know, that counts. Oh, I wanted like something for rerolls, but sure. Don't care. Don't care. You might be a Judgment. It's a Stars. What's my first item? Little Monstro. You can you can go right up and curse. Yay! That's the one, folks. So what? We get D-Infinity? Because re-rolling this room would turn into heaven, I think. I mean, we take Lost Contact because it's really, really good. The rest of these, like, you can take them, you can take it or leave it. Truly. Truly. That was suboptimal. I don't care. The reason that was suboptimal is because I could have gone and picked up one of my million coupons or pennies, and then Indiana Jones traded it with the death certificate because I was currently holding no spacebar item, and I would have just been able to futz it a little bit. But that's fine. It's fine. It's min-maxing. It's min-maxing. I want to explain it for those who are unawares. But yeah, I want D6 or D Infinity. That's my goal. Because the things that Death Certificate can offer me are lesser than the things that a D6 can offer me. Honestly, I'm just gonna go grab that D6. The funniest move would be to grab Birthright, because Birthright would give me nothing, and it would spawn a bunch of item pedestals that I can't pick up because it would kick me out of the room instantly. That would be the true based take. But sadly we're lame and we're himbos. So touchy. Blank rune, I'm not doing that right now. Chaos, yeah. Echo Chamber when I'm using my Leifani Emperor card. I should use the Leifani Emperor card before I pick up that. Then we have battery, don't we? Don't we? Because theoretically, like, we could still do better than this. The only thing in this lineup that I really want is Echo Chamber, so that means that we're gonna go do our Emperor first. And it gave me a corpse boss. That wasn't a guess of mine at all. That was not any of the guesses that I had. It makes sense. I wasn't thinking. In my mind, I was like, oh, but they would try to keep the corpse a secret from you. And like, what do you have to do to unlock the tainted cards? Oh, that's chaos. I forgot about that. I guess I probably shouldn't have picked up chaos, but whatever. It's still fun to have a whole bunch of pedestals to reroll. And the first one counted as Seagram. So yeah. Echo Chamber, yummy. Strength will takes. Then we need battery. That's a half bat. That's a full bat. Thanks past me for discovering this button. Shout out. And we go again. Dog, I want a data mine bad. Like really, like. Yay. Now this is a story all about nerd dice. And my life got flipped, turned upside down. Man, I like to take a minute to just sit right there, tell you about how I became a prince of a town called LA. I've never seen a single episode of that TV show. Not one. I forgot the situation I'm in. I forgot the circumstances I'm under. The experiences I have to go through. Sharp Plug, I hate you. That was just funny to me. I lost my Devil Deal because something about the items that I have gave me a bunch of red heart containers, but whatever. It happens. I'm fine not bringing Data Miner with me, but if I'm not bringing Data Miner with me, then I should bring something fun with me. We also never even finished with this. It's what? Pluto and Bob's Brain? Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense that our next one was a failure. I agree. It should be. That's the correct response in every universe. Wowzers. Thank you. I have Echo Chamber, don't I? I do. I do indeed. Alright. I'm just gonna strength on this. I want it to be easy. I would rather not die to Supermom. I don't think that I'm capable of losing the run to Supermom, but sometimes death occurs. Sometimes. Oh, I didn't mean to lose my knife. I got my knife on purpose. Do I Soul of Isaac this? I mean, like... I have chaos. I have chaos. Champion's belt is 1 damage, negative is 1 damage. I'm taking the negative because it has no downside. No, I'm taking the champion's belt because champion's belt has an upside. So you just need to change your mindset a little bit. Yeah, alright. Now that we've done world's longest floor, we're able to relax with a little bit of waiting. Oh, let me mute for a second. My door just... I'm not gonna do the funny streamer trick of forgetting to mute myself, although that would be funny. That would be hilarious. Also, I have big bombs for some reason now. I don't know why the game gave me big bombs, but the game gave me big bombs. That feels like a sentence you would say in Noita. There's a concept I have of sentences that video games make you say that definitely originates in Isaac, but other games are guilty. And I feel like Noita has a lot of those where you're just like, well, I need to duplicate the fish, and I fucking walked into the... Me, I'm gonna do a double deal run. He gets hit every single floor for forever. Oh yeah, that was a waste of a soul of an Isaac. I wasn't really thinking. Oh, bye, Mr. Dolly. I didn't want you anyway. I should have created 2 Mr. Dollys so I could feel even worse when all of it went up in flames. I wonder if it's possible. It seems that I have 2 copies of what's it called? What is it called? Fanny pack. That seems to be a case. Otherwise, there's no way there would be so much junk coming out of that. Absolutely no way. Alright, give me 2. Cool. Oh, bye. I didn't want it anyway. I love glitched items so much. I do kind of have to hurry to the end, but that just means that we aren't gonna fight Delirium, which is easy peasy lemon easy. What? Oh yeah, I forgot about the state of things. Imagine if the run died like that. I mean, to be fair, some of my runs haven't died in the most spectacular ways, but I think it's funny when you take damage in stupid ways that very, very clearly could have caused the run to end if you made a different decision. Like, imagine the timeline where I didn't take Lazrags because I was like, ew, it's a bad item. Just like, ew, I don't like this one. The run would be over because pin. It'd be really funny, quite honestly. Yeah, Hyatt lives. Sadly, you're bad against my build. We still got a devil deal. Cool, give me 2. I gotta hurry. I hope this is the fastest cathedral that the world ever sees. Because I'm... I hope this is the fastest cathedral the world has ever seen. It gets Curse of the fucking Lost. Man. But yeah, my plans for Mega Satan are we pick up our 4 items and then we walk in there. That's kind of how I feel about it. Everything keeps turning into red bombs, and I'm kind of okay with that. It doesn't really seem like a problem as far as I'm concerned. I would like some health, but whatever. You don't need health when you have Lazrags. The truly most goated item, the only one you need to beat the video game. It saved my run. It might save yours. I don't know why sometimes I turn into an ad. Maybe it's just like hard to talk, and a bunch of examples of other people talking that I know of are in ads. Like the Shirley Temple DVD set. Animal crackers in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits loop the loop. Buy the Shirley Temple collection now. Only 9 payments of $999,999. Did that double my damage? What's the deal with that? Why'd I get double damage? That's not how Lazrags is supposed to work. That's definitely not how Lazrags is supposed to work. Also, it's just a strat, guys. I'm trying to get less red health so that I can hold blue hearts. Obviously. That's what everybody does. Also, I should have pennied before I opened any of them. I wasn't really thinking, quite honestly. Also, Soul of Eve is bad against this one. So, it happens. It's just that the birds like to leave after a certain amount of time, but they won't if there's an active threat. So since there's so many moments in this game where, like that, see, they're trying to leave, but stuff is being spawned in slightly fast enough to keep them here. And shit like that occurs, dog. It occurs. So now my birds are definitely gone. But it doesn't really matter as we have about 800 little gish shots coming out. I mean, it's closer to 60, but nobody cares about that. What we care about is the fact that it's optimal. Thank you, my random set of like 8 glitched items. You give me power and courage when the world is too cowardly to do so. Yeah, this is gonna be a sad show for Mega Satan because of piercing and lost contact. Truly, the run was over before this boss was ever even considered in my mind. Before it was ever even considered. Alright, that was cool. Thank you everybody for showing up. We secured another Eden token for next time, so I will be seeing you. Farewell.